All right. Hey guys, how are we going? We are live. Yes, this is unscheduled. This is totally off script. I've just pushed the button and decided to go live for the ARTUR BETERBIEV and DMITRY BIVOL rematch live here on YouTube. And I've just taken the little fella for a walk. Now, I wasn't actually planning to do a live watch along. A lot of people have asked this week about it, but I decided not to. It's actually my wife's birthday, so very, very happy birthday to my wife, Tara, today. I'm not going to say her age, but just got home, as I said, from a walk with Neil. We've got 2 fights to go on the card. It's only 9 o'clock in the morning, so I've got the all clear to jump on here and do a live watch along with you fine folks. I'm not expecting many viewers, but I don't care. I've got no one else to watch the fight with, so I'm just going to watch it here and give my thoughts. And if we have one person watching or 100 people watching, it doesn't really matter. So if you do tune in, thanks very much. I know I'm going to get it later about, well, where was the notification, all that sort of stuff. So I do apologise, but it is what it is. This is totally, literally 10 minutes ago I decided to go live. Well, actually, who we got in the chat there? Damien. What are you doing on here, Damien? What do you got there? What's up? What are you okay? Yeah, I did get enough sleep, mate. I did. And he is boring. He's Shakur there, mate. Yeah, so, mate, I didn't get home from work till about 1 o'clock this morning. And you know what it's like after you've worked and you get home and you're sort of buzzing a little bit. So I was up to about 1:30. Then my son had to get up and go to work at I think he got up at 5:30, so my wife had to drive him to work. So, and then it was probably an hour just lying there thinking, will I or won't I get up? And then it was, all right, enough of this. Just got up and got on with the day. So again, if you're tuning in, thank you very much. The results so far now, I haven't seen all the fights, I will admit straight off the bat. Where are we? I did actually watch a couple of the fights while I was walking. That's how long it takes me to walk. I watched the Hamza Shiraz fight and Carlos Adames. I'll get to that in a second. And the majority of this fight here was Shakur Stevens, which I cannot believe is so high on the card. How have we had to put up with this? Full credit to Josh Padley, by the way. Really, really good effort from him. But Shakur Stevenson just, they talk about levels in this sport. Well, in a world title fight, I don't think I've ever seen 2 levels that are so far apart. But full credit to Josh Padley. He got in there, had a crack, did his best, and just that body work from Shakur Stevenson too much in the end. So let's go through the results. I won't worry too much about the early fights, or maybe I will. All right, so we had Muhammad Alakal, that household name, with a 6-round decision over Angel Gomez. I didn't see that. Ziad Al Mayoff with a 6-round decision over. Well, let's just skip past those fights, shall we? All right. What was first? Callum Smith. Very, very surprising win over Joshua Buatsi. Now, this is the fight I didn't see. I'll watch the replay a little bit later, or at least the highlights. But that really surprised me. I expected Buatsi to be too strong for an aging Callum Smith. Next one, what a fight that was. Caballero with a stoppage, what was it, 7th round? Was it 6th or 7th? I think it was 7th round over Zhilei Zhang. And he put him down the round before, and I thought, well, that's it. And he came on, and just a really, really good finish by Caballero. And then we had Ortiz Jr. and Madrimov. Now, I actually read online there's a few people a bit cranky about that decision that Madrimov didn't get the decision. I don't know about you guys, but I had it 8 rounds to 4, maybe 7-5 tops. I didn't see any way that Virgil Ortiz Jr. didn't win that fight. Sort of went exactly the way it went. Now, I haven't really been good with the pick so far, have I? Because I went for Buatsi over Smith. I went for Zhang over Caballero. So I got both of those wrong, but I did get the Ortiz one. It sort of went the way I expected it to be honest. So, and then we'll get into the Adames fight in a second, but I'll just say good day to a few people in the chat there. We've got Jesus. How are you there, mate? I'm assuming that means happy Saturday. It's actually Sunday morning over Jesus, but thank you very much for joining in there, mate. We've got Al. Shakur is a great boxer, but I'm not convinced he'll ever be a superstar. He just... Look, Al, the thing is, you can be... I hope I'm saying that right. I think it's Al, not AI. We'll call you Al there, mate. Look, the thing is, you can be super skilled, but you've got to have some sort of aura about you. You've got to have something, and he just has nothing. I watched Shakur Stevenson, and it's just flat. Even his good performances, the good scalps, Oscar Valdez is probably the main one I think would be, I think arguably, let's have a quick look at his record. I'm just sort of grasping at straws maybe a bit there, but, and who said there before about, the fight should have been first? That's Damien. I agree there, mate. That fight should not have been this high on the card. No way. So I'm just having a quick look at his record there. I'm not seeing many big names. I think, Oscar Valdez for me is still probably the biggest name he's fought, I would think. And look, it was a good performance, but even in that fight, it was like, okay, you got the win, but yeah, okay, you got the win. I just don't see anything that leaps out. I mean, you look at the great boxers. I mean, Sugar Ray Leonard was great. I'm just talking about these type of fighters that are super skilled, but maybe not necessarily big punches or, I was going to say overly exciting, but Sugar Ray was exciting. But, even Floyd Mayweather did make a lot of his fights entertaining. When he would get in with a fighter like maybe a Padley, he would really go to work. A little bit more cautious against the superstars, but you have to be. So I had no dramas with Floyd, but Shakur, he's just dull, he's flat, and I wouldn't pay for any of his fights. Maybe if he fought a Gervonta Davis, maybe I would pay to see that fight, but such a dull fighter. Still there with Jesus. Adames was right big, yeah. My card 119, 109. Adames Shiraz had nothing, mate. I 100% agree with you there. I cannot get my head around that decision. Now the strange thing is, this is the fight I was watching as I was walking, Neil, and I know you get a little bit distracted, but I thought I was seeing enough of it, thinking that this is another. I thought that Shiraz started the fight really well. I probably would have given him 3 out of the first 4, maybe. It definitely at least 3 of the first 5, whatever it might have been. But I just thought as the rounds went on, I thought Adames picked it up. He was getting to Shiraz. I was critical about Adames early because I just didn't think he was cutting the ring off properly. I thought Shiraz was doing whatever he wanted to. He was moving left, moving right, dictating the pace, and I thought this is just going to be a shutout win for Shiraz. But then I thought Adames really started to find his range, started to close the gap, started to put the pressure on Shiraz. And I was really disappointed in the response to Shiraz. I just didn't think he showed anything. I thought he was really exposed as just a pretty average fighter. I expected a lot more from him. I knew Adames was tough. He was hard, obviously the champion. But I thought that Shiraz would have enough. But I was really disappointed in him, Jesus. Now, I wouldn't go that far with 119 to 109, but one of the judges had it 108, 110, I think it was, 10-2. I would think maybe 8-4. Worst case, 7-5. It doesn't matter. Carlos Adames won that fight. So, and I was just going to say, yeah, Sean Porter they interviewed quickly after the fight. He thought Shiraz won. Thinking, Sean Porter, what are you on here? Because look, it was a tough gig for Carlos Adames because he had the commentators. I know there's different commentators from all over the world, but the commentators were just so pro Shiraz. He had Frank Warren running around the ring, basically yelling and screaming. He had Turki El Sheikh barracking for his man Shiraz. It was a tough gig for Carlos Adames, but I thought he did more than enough to win. And I'm just so glad, though, that he wasn't ripped off. He kept his belt. But the fact that they've given Adames the draw, or Shiraz the draw, again, I think underlines and probably highlights the fact that Adames won that fight. I just couldn't say it any other way, guys. I don't know about you, but as I said, Jesus, I wouldn't go that far with 119, 109, which had 11 rounds to 1, but still at least 8 rounds to 4. I thought, big-time robbery for me, mate. There's Mutty. How you going there, mate? Padley is a tough hombre. He really is, yeah. Full credit to Padley, way out of his depth. And as I said, the levels differential between these two was just stark, wasn't it? So, look, Shakur Stevenson did what he had to do, but, geez, again, why would you pay money to see this guy? Super talented, but he's got to have a go. He's just so petrified of engaging. Not sure he's going to win many fans with that. I mean, he's been in the fight game for, 8 years now? No, this is his 9th year as a pro, or 8th year as a pro. But, yeah, just a tough watch, Mutzi. Damien, there isn't a chance in hell Shakur will ever be a superstar. Nah, mate. No chance. It's funny, though, isn't it? He's like a lot of these types of fighters. He talks a big game and talks tough. And isn't it funny? It's usually the ones with the biggest mouths that are the dullest fighters who won't engage. It's normally the quieter ones that are the ones that love to get in there and punch on. The Shakurs, Devin Haney's, Javonte Davis might be a little bit different, but Keyshawn Davis, sorry, I won't say Keyshawn Davis. Yeah, they're the ones that have the biggest mouths and aren't necessarily the most exciting fighters. There's Paul in the chat. How are you there, Paul? Give us your view on the fight so far, guys. How did you have it? Did you think that Smith would beat Buatsi? Because again, I didn't think so. I didn't. I thought Zhang and Caballero, I did say in my preview that was a really, really tough fight to pick, but the fact that Caballero actually stopped Zhang was a surprise for me. Yes, Valentina, I am on. As I said before, I got the green light from Tara. She actually said, look, why don't you jump on? You're going to be watching the fight. Don't worry about me. You may as well jump on and do the watch along. So here we are. Hence the limited graphics we got there as well. It was just a quick put together sort of thing. So you have to forgive me. Thanks very much, Valentina. Happy birthday. Yeah, thank you for that. Paul, Padley showed more courage than Shakur ever will. Yeah, mate, look, they did say that during the telecast, didn't they, that was he in a loft or something a couple of days before they gave him the call about stepping in for the fight, up in someone's roof doing something, and yeah, he got the call up. I was surprised, coming well underweight, 134. Obviously, he's been training, but look, sometimes in these instances too, excuse me, these guys get told just they might have probably half a dozen fighters on standby, maybe one per fight. That it's just training, keeping busy. All Eddie Hearn fighters, or maybe an Oscar fighter. I don't know, but you'd think more so Eddie Hearn being in England, just the flight away, the short flight away. So yeah, and he obviously's been keeping fit. Got the call up, came in, and look, he did as well as he could do. I think I said I expected Shakur to have a shutout decision win or a late round stoppage. What round was that? Was it 9? I think it was 10, wasn't it? I think. Was it 10? I think I did say 9, 10, 11, whatever it been, but I'm certainly not going to pat myself on the back for getting that prediction right, Paul, because I think it was pretty obvious. Madrimov got robbed. Valentina, okay. Yeah, as I said, I had it maybe 7-5 for Ortiz, but that's cool. That's, as I said, a lot of people saying the same thing. So, look, I thought Bivol won the first BETERBIEV fight quite comfortably, and BETERBIEV won that. So, I'm certainly not the best judge, Valentina, but I thought Ortiz won. So pissed about the Madrimov fight. Okay, who else agrees with Valentina? Did you have Madrimov winning, or did you have Ortiz winning? Paul agrees with me, won convincingly. Yep. Ortiz 116, 112. Yeah, 8-4-7-5. There's Glenn in the chat. Hi there, Glenn. Thanks for tuning in there, mate. Again, I know it's very, very short notice. Got the Ajit pick, but gee, Shiraz was disappointed. He really was, Glenn. I was really disappointed in him as well. I just thought as soon as Adames started to close the distance and started to land some punches, I just thought Shiraz went into his shell. And to the point where the commentators, who are obviously British, almost barracking for Shiraz, almost trying to talk themselves into Shiraz still having an opportunity. And when you've got the corner of Shiraz in the last 2 or 3 rounds saying, Hamza, you have to win this fight by knockout. You've got to knock this guy out. And he just didn't deliver. I don't think he upped the pace at all. I think even when he tried to throw a few more punches, Adames just had him covered. And I was really impressed with Adames. I wasn't a fan of Adames. I thought he was very, very limited, but I thought he made Shiraz look very, very disappointing. Now, I've got the big fella coming into the ring at the moment, Martin Bacoli. Now, he weighed, now it actually hasn't got the weights on BoxRec. It was 315, I think it was, from memory, from the Congo. And I think, was it Joseph Parker, was it 257? Or was it? I'll just go into the records. Where was it? Have I got the weights? No. Haven't got the weights. All right, so apologies about that. No weights. All right, I'll get some more comments before we get into this fight. Ajit is a class boxer. He will beat most. Yeah, well, Paul, again, I've been watching a little bit of a lot of these fighters on YouTube recently. I mean, we've all seen them on different cards and everything else, but I just like to go through, even if it's just watching a few highlight reels of them and seeing what I'm up against. And I just wasn't convinced with Ajit. I saw a lot of flaws in him, and I thought Zhang could expose those flaws. Geez, as a big fella jumps the top rope there. It's interesting to see what condition he's going to be in. I suppose we're not really going to know, are we, till it starts, because physically he's going to look exactly the same. He's a big guy. But yeah, Paul Ajit, yeah, he did look really good, mate, and he's going to be a good fighter in that division for sure. Yeah, Glenn Adames fought really well. Yep, I was surprised, Glenn. He really surprised me as well. G'day, Peter. Welcome to the show, mate. Shakur leaves me cold. Oh, there's Tommy Jukes. Where are you, Tommy? Thanks very much for the super chat there, mate. Really appreciate it. 2 fights left, but this feels like best card ever. Yeah, it does, Tommy. Look, it has delivered. Look, the Shakur Stevenson and Padley fight obviously is a bit of a letdown, but I did say in my preview that even with Floyd Schofield on the card in that fight, I don't think it really took away a lot from the card to not have him on there. And again, I can't believe that fight was so high up on the card. As Joseph Parker makes his way into the stadium. What do we got there? Damien, I would rather watch Sky Hearn fight than Shakur. Sky Hearn fight than Shakur, and that's saying something. Yeah, that is saying something, Damien, for sure there, mate. Sky Nicholson, yep, she has been known to put a few people to sleep, no doubt about that. Peter, did you see the big Chinese beanbag hit the deck? Yes, mate. He hit hard too, didn't he? Again, Peter, I didn't expect it. I thought it might have been 50-50. I did go for Zhang to win the fight, but I wasn't surprised that Cabial won the fight. But yeah, he did hit hard, which I think the stadium's still shaky, mate, after he hit the deck. Paul says Shiraz lost for sure. No way, that was a draw. Yeah, I'm with you, mate. I can't believe that that was a draw. No way. Carlos Adames won that fight. Always seems to be one, doesn't there, on these cards? One fight that really surprises, and this was it. Again, I mean, the commentators were so pro Shiraz. Frank Warren running around, Turki Al-Sheikh going for him at ringside. It was a tough gig for Adames, and you get the impression that it was 100% the B side, even though he was the champion. But he did more than enough to win that fight. Yep, Glenn agrees. Adames was robbed. Peter Valentino, he folded like a deck chair. Yep. Piccolo looks so big, doesn't he? Yeah, he does, Damien. He looks massive. This is the thing, and I had a couple of people, not having any go at me, but just pointing out that I flipped on Joseph Parker and Piccolo, because I did say when this fight was first announced, which was only a couple of days ago, that I thought that Piccolo would be too big and strong and would probably stop Joseph Parker. I did a rethink overnight, and in the next video I did say that I now think Joseph Parker will get the win. Look, it all just comes down to just not knowing what shape Martin Piccolo is going to be in. Now, he physically looks the same as always, but on 3 days' notice or 2 days' notice, whatever it is, how can you just get a gauge of what this guy's going to be like? So I just think Joseph Parker, fully prepared, ready to go. This is what's given him the edge in my opinion. Peter, Ortiz is 2 levels above Zhu. Yeah, look, Peter, I didn't want to say that, but I was thinking the same thing watching that fight. It's probably a good thing that Virgil didn't fight, or Tim didn't fight Virgil last August on that card, on the Terence Crawford card, I think, wasn't it? Because we might have got the Murtazalia fight a little bit earlier. But look, I know it's easy to pot Tim after what's happened in his last couple of fights, but I just can't help, like you, Peter, looking at Virgil Ortiz, and as I was watching that fight, thinking, yeah, I don't think Tim beats this guy. I think Ortiz would just be too good on the inside, work rate, good, punches really well. I'm just not sure Tim can go with him. But look, you never know. Let's hope Tim can get back to some sort of level, and he has a crack at guys like Ortiz. As I start in the introductions of the 2 fighters here, Paul, Shiraz is a favourite for Turkey. He is there, mate. A little bit of bullshit going on there. Porter got paid. Yeah, I couldn't believe that Porter said, in his opinion, Shiraz won that fight. Look, it'd be interesting to go over the social media after the event's done and dusted and see what everyone thinks. But I just can't see that Shiraz won any more than maybe 4 rounds in that fight. I really can't. Damien says Ortiz would maul Zoo. Yeah. Well, look, at least I think at least fight fans, especially in Australia, that have been so whitewashed with, or whatever you might want to call it, by the Australian media as far as Tim goes. And look, talking to Glenn Jennings, even he was sort of saying they get a little bit like that with all the attention and the way they're all over Tim with the media. And at least I think now people are looking and saying, well, they're not looking through rose-coloured glasses, is probably what I'm trying to say. And they see it for what it is. A year ago, I'm sure people would have been saying, no, our man Tim beats Virgil Ortiz. But I think, look, who knows what might happen. He gets back on the winners list, we'll see. But at the moment, Damien, like a lot of you guys out there, I just don't think Tim is a chance against Virgil. I can't see it. Thanks, Damien. I'll let her know, mate. She's probably watching anyway. Don't piss me off. Sorry, Valentina. I just thought that Virgil did enough to win. The fights have been rolling along fairly quickly, which is a good change from the Saudis. I like it too much. I was going to say that as well, mate. Yeah, I'm really glad that the fights there's been no gap in between. Even the Turkey LL Sheikh happy hour was only a quick acknowledgement there, so that's what we want. All right, well, the boys have touched gloves, and we're about to get into round number 1. Let's see how we go. I think the first round will give us a good impression about how this is going to go. I'll get to a few more of your comments in between rounds, but let's see how we go. Now, I might actually do where are we? A score as we go. Anyway, I was trying to do that between rounds. All right, so we're into round number 1. And as expected, Joseph Parker probing the head, probing the body with the jab. Martin Bakali not interested in doing much at all at the moment. He looks like just a massive, big statue at the moment as he pokes out the jab. Geez, he jabbed it from his shoulder and brought it back to his hip. I don't like that straight off the bat. There's MD Rehan. How are you there, mate? As both boys, there's a good jab to the body by Joseph Parker. Good jab to the head from Joseph Parker. Geez, the size difference is just massive here. And Joseph Parker's probably weighing the most he's ever weighed. I think he actually is by actually quite a bit as well. But he has a really good jab. And both guys just content at the moment just to exchange jabs. Good jab to the body by Joseph Parker. And just watching at the moment, I just think that Joseph Parker's going to try and put a few traps in place for Bakali. He's got the jab to the head, jab to the body. Don't be surprised if he balks a jab to the body at some stage and comes over the top with that right hand. Oh, big right hand misses there from Bakali. Didn't look overly fast there, that right hand, if I've got to say. It took a while to get there, and Joseph Parker seen it coming a mile away. And what is it, a 12-round fight? A long time for a fighter coming in on 2 days' notice. And a cautious opening by both guys. Look, I can expect it. Look, Joseph Parker, you can obviously understand with a big, strong, dangerous guy like Bakali, he's going to be cautious. But Bakali, you would think that, it's a long fight, 12 rounds. He probably doesn't think he's going to get Joseph Parker out of there early, so it's going to take some time. But I've got to say already, I'm not really liking let's call it the body language of Bakali. He looks awfully cumbersome at the moment. And maybe I'm just thinking back to the Jared Anderson fight. I remember maybe I'm seeing things, but he looks nowhere near as slick as he did in that. Looks awfully slow, but he can punch, obviously. So what have we got? 30 seconds to go in round number 1. Look, it's an even round. I'd probably give the round so far to Joseph Parker. Where are we there? Oh. I'm just looking for... All right, so I think there's a good left hook to the body by Parker that got Caball's attention. They touch gloves at the bell. So, look, I'm going to give that round to Joseph Parker. I can figure out Where are we? How to put the scores up? Where was it? All right. Where are we? I'll put the... There it is. Overlays. I've just got to do this as we go there, guys. All right. So how'd you have it there? I had it 10-9 for Joseph Parker. Bacoli, 9. All right. Oh, 9. I'll put this on the screen. There it is, right there. We'll keep it down there. Might make it a little bit bigger though, eh? All right, there's my running. Actually, I'll put it. No. Should I put it? No. Where should I put it there? I'll make it a bit. No, I'll put it there. All right, there we go. All right. 10-9 for me with Joseph Parker. What's that, Damien? Main event has his fight for $70. What? They're loving that price tag now. I didn't even know it was up for grabs on main event there, Damien. Sorry about that, guys. I'll get to some more comments in between rounds there. How'd you have that first round? I had a Parker 10, Bacoli at 9. Good double jab by Joseph Parker to start round number 2. Right hand is taken on the gloves by Bacoli. Again, I'm not liking the body language early on there, guys. I just think Bacoli, I know he's a big guy. He's never the most graceful guy on his feet, never the fastest guy with his hands, but he looks awfully slow at the moment. And Joseph Parker is seeing his shots coming a mile away. And Joseph Parker's landed a good 1-2 there, and Bacoli threw a left hook, and Joseph Parker was about 3 feet away by the time it reached him. I think he's only hoping this fight, Bacoli's now, is to try and put some pressure on Joseph Parker, lean on him, try and get him in the corner, put some weight on him and try and tire him out, because if this is the case and he's just going to stand in the middle of the ring and let Joseph Parker box rings around him, this is going to be an awfully long night for Bacoli. And I'm not sure how you guys are seeing it. Oh, there's the weights there. So 267 for Parker, 310 for Bacoli. He's starting to get a little more in close there at the moment. This is not where Joseph Parker wants to be, though. He doesn't want to be in close, trying to wrestle with Bacoli. This is what Bacoli wants. I think Joseph Parker needs to be on the back foot. Nice right hand from Parker, and Bacoli just laughs it off. There's a super chat from Andy. What do you got there, mate? I got Callum, Cabial right, Madrimov, Shiraz wrong. Well, oh! There, down goes Bacoli. Big shot from Parker, and the big man is down with 45 seconds, and it is over. Joseph Parker knocks out Martin Bacoli in the second round. Wow. Sorry I didn't finish your super chat there, Andy, but I had to cut that short there, mate. Wow. A second round knockout by Joseph Parker. Well, as I said, we weren't sure what Bacoli was going to get in the ring, and what we got was a severely out of shape Martin Bacoli. Wow. And surely Joseph Parker gets a shot at the world title next, and I don't care who's got the belts, whether it's Dubois or Usyk or whoever it might be, this guy deserves a shot at the title. 3 big wins in a row. Zhang, Wilder, and Martin Bacoli give this man a shot at the world title. And there is, I didn't actually mention it in Walking Boxing the other day, but there are some shenanigans, apparently, allegedly, that Dubois pulled out of this fight because Usyk, the rumours was that Usyk wanted to fight in a couple of months' time, and Dubois has been pulled to possibly fight him in that fight. Not a bad thing when you think about it, because if they do fight in April, May, whatever it might be, it means this man gets the next shot later in the year. So it's not all bad, but wow. Well done, Joseph Parker. Fantastic effort. Just a big second round knockout. Fantastic from him. Yeah, got some power, Glenn. I didn't think he'd have enough to knock Martin Bacoli out, but he got the job done. Tommy, Parker to get the stoppage that early is very impressive for sure there, mate. Yeah, Brett, you bloody beauty. Al, well, how about the delay from the knockdown shot? Yeah, so it was on the top of the head. It was a right hand that got him on the top of the head. And then, yeah, because I was just trying to see what it was. I knew it was a right hand, but geez. So it's got him right on the top of the head. You can see as soon as that shot landed, you can see his facial expression change, the delayed reaction, and down he went. Yeah, right on the top of the head. Beautiful shot from Joseph Parker. Tommy, good call there, mate. Caballero versus Parker would be great, but, mate, I don't expect Parker to fight anyone else. He doesn't need to fight anyone else. He deserves a shot right now. And if it is Usyk and Dubois in, what is it now, the end of February. So, look, let's say it's April, maybe May. Let's say it's May, because when did Usyk fight? Was it November? No, December it was. So maybe he might fight in May. Makes sense. Then we get Parker and the winner later on in the year. If anyone deserves a shot at the heavyweight title, it is this guy. Fantastic effort. Well done, Joseph Parker, and a beautiful guy as well. And you got to get out there and shake the hand of the man himself, Turki El Sheikh. Got to pay your homage, don't you? All right, back to your comment there. Sorry, Andy. So you got Caballero right. Yep. Callum right. Okay, I got both of those wrong. Madrimov, I got that right. I got Ortiz. Shiraz, wrong. I actually went for Shiraz as well, mate. So, and Shakur, yep. What do you got there? We'll get through a few more comments as we go. I'll backtrack a bit there. Opatai needs to go to heavyweight ASAP, and I think he will destroy most of them, including Parker. Let's put the friendship aside. Yeah, I agree, Peter. I think Joe Opatai is definitely heavyweight in the making, mate. I think he would be a fantastic heavyweight. Some big boys there. You probably need to bulk up a little bit, but he's just got all the tools, and I think it's just inevitable, isn't it, that he makes the step up. Jethro, do you think Dubois would fight Piccoli if the roles were reversed and it was Parker that pulled out? No. No, I don't think so, Jethro. Well, as I said, it sounds like it was Dubois who pulled the shifty anyway. But, no, I don't. I think some fighters are built differently. I think Parker is an old-school fighter. I think Dubois would have just pulled out and waited for another fight. Damien, very good card, but overrated. Yeah, I certainly don't subscribe to the best card ever, Damien. And I went over this with a few walking boxing videos. It's a very, very good card, but not a great card, especially with those couple of pullouts. And now I suppose we're and me included. I thought Piccoli coming in would put the Dubois fight at rest and be a good replacement. But it's been a one-sided beatdown, hasn't it? Yeah, Glenn, good sportsmanship by both of these guys for sure, mate. Kim, come on, guys. Parker was always going to stop him, and Piccoli looked like a flat tyre. Well, I did say, Kim, initially I thought Piccoli, but I changed my prediction the next day once I had to think about it, thinking how could he possibly be in 100% condition with 2 or 3 days' notice. I didn't think that Joseph Parker would stop him, though, mate. I just didn't think he'd do it. I thought that Joseph Parker would probably outbox Piccoli, but a second-round knockout. Look, if any of you guys or girls out there predicted an early knockout, well, you're a better person than me, better pick than me, because I thought that if Parker was going to win, it was going to be on points. Maybe late-round stoppage if Piccoli gassed out, but to get him out of there in such a devastating fashion, fantastic effort from the big man, Joseph Parker. Well, I'm not sure how long we'll have before the main event there, so if you've got any other things you might want to discuss, let me know. One thing I want to talk about, and I haven't had a chance in the last couple of days because there's been a lot going on, obviously, with discussing this card, but the Grand Prix of boxing. What do you think? If you don't know about it, I'll talk about it again on Walking Boxing and probably Talking Boxing as well. The WBC are doing a Grand Prix of boxing. 32 boxes from, I think, 4 divisions. They're going to do it over 5 shows. So 32 will obviously be an elimination event. They'll do it over 5 shows over, I'm assuming, 2 years. And they'll have the winner at the end of it. So they'll pick 32 fighters. I don't know how you get 32 fighters at the elite level that are going to be somewhat competitive against each other. We'll see. And then it'll be like an Olympic-style event where they will eliminate each other and we'll get the big fight. I'm not sure it's going to work. I'm not sure. Like, you look at that World Series of boxing, I think by the time we got to the main event or the final of it all, I think people are a little bit over it, to be honest. So I think the fact that this goes for 5 fights, I'm not sure whether people are going to last to the end on that one with the WBC. I know it's in conjunction with Turkey Al Sheikh, so maybe they could just make it as part of these Riyadh cards and have a fight from each of those divisions on these type of cards and add other undercard fights to it. I don't know, but you can imagine a few of those first fights aren't going to be that great, I wouldn't have thought. But yeah, Andy Parker has always been a humble gentleman. He has, mate, for sure. Yeah, we're going to ban this guy because I'm not liking this. Yeah, we'll get rid of him. Yeah, all right, so keep the comments coming there. So with, I'll just, what's that there, Andy? Cabiel deserves his title shot. Next, you think Cabiel deserves a shot over Parker, though, Andy? I mean, this just depends. I think if Usyk and Dubois fight next, which is obviously what's going to happen, Parker is the one that deserves a shot. If they don't fight each other, and maybe it's Usyk fights Parker and Dubois fights Cabiel, no dramas. But there's no way, in my opinion, that I think Cabiel deserves a shot above Joseph Parker next. All right, Glenn, what's the pick for the main event? I have no idea, Glenn. I have no idea at all. I'm just going to edit this grab here. What do we got? We'll put BETERBIEV first. BETERBIEV and BIVOL. All right. All right, so I'll put that up for... I might just... Can I make... No, I can't. All right, we'll just put that there. My pick for the main event, Glenn. All right, let's see. I'm not trying to be smart here. I really don't know. I think by rights, I've said all. I did pick BETERBIEV, by the way, because you got to pick somebody. I'm going to put that there so it's out the road. All right, does that come up? Yep. Okay, that's better. Look, I wouldn't be surprised if either fighter wins. I'm going to go for BETERBIEV only by the fact that I've said a couple of times, the person who wins the first fight normally wins the second fight. Normally. But I thought BIVOL... Oh, hang on, I've spelled BIVOL name wrong there, haven't I? Sorry. I thought BIVOL did more than enough in the first fight, so I'm probably not the person to ask, mate. But I'm going to go... I'm going to go with BETERBIEV to win on points again. But I sort of hope BIVOL wins, just to right that first fight. I don't know. BETERBIEV for the win, says Valentina. Who else have we got there? Sorry, I've missed a couple of comments there. Yeah, Glenn, I'm with you there, mate. I thought he won the first fight. Yeah, Andy says... sorry, Parker. What's that? Oh, Parker deserves his title shot. Good stuff, Andy. That's all good, mate. So Mutzi says BIVOL. We'll keep a bit of a score here. So what do we got there? So we'll start there. So we've got Glenn says BIVOL. Andy says Mutzi says BIVOL. That's 2. Another Stay Illan. That's 3 for BIVOL. BETERBIEV. So that's 1 to BETERBIEV. 1 to BETERBIEV, 3 to BIVOL. I'm sure we'll get a few more through. Al, surely Uncle Turkey looks after Joe and gives him a shot. 100%, mate. Kim says they won't be robbing BIVOL today. 100%. BIVOL stops him. Tough gig to stop BETERBIEV, though, Kim. Very, very tough gig. He's such a tough guy. I'm not sure that happens, but you never know. I didn't think Parker would stop BETERBIEV either. Andy, I was reading Tommy's comment of Parker versus Cabiel. If Parker don't get his shot, so wrote Cabiel. On the same token, both Parker and Cabiel chopped down them big boys. Well, they both deserve shots. Parker 100% though for me, and then maybe Cabiel after that. Yep, we might have. Well, if Parker fights for one of the belts, you'd think he might give up that WBO interim, and I think they're talking about Atoma and Justice Huni being in line for that. Just while we're waiting for the main event, which might be another half an hour or so away. Again, keep the comments coming. We'll have a quick look at the rankings and see what else we've got. That's Box Rec. Sorry, we don't want that. We want Boxing Scene is always the best one, I think, for the rankings. All right, we'll get to a couple of comments there. BIVOL. So that's 4-1 so far for BIVOL. Valentina, probably BIVOL. He sucks up to tell you the hardest. That's what it's come down to, is it? That's 5-1 so far, by the way. Kim says BIVOL will give him a beat down. Take it to the bank. Yeah. Well, judging by my picks lately, Kim, you might be right there. But as I said, I thought BIVOL won the first fight clearly. Just my opinion. I think I might have had it 8 rounds to 4. Now, maybe that's a bit lopsided. But worst case, maybe 7-5. But I thought BIVOL won. So let's hope he gets redemption today there, Kim. All right, let's look at these rankings at the moment while we're waiting here, will we? All right, so in the IBF. Now, I don't know. Can someone please shed some light on this? How do you have the rankings vacant? How do you have a ranking that's vacant? I understand we've got belts that are vacant. How do you have a ranking that's vacant? Now, that's the heavyweight division at the moment. Now, Martin Bacoli was number 3 in the IBF, by the way, but number 1 and 2 was not rated. Again, I don't get it. I'm going to say Martin Bacoli was ranked number 1. Frank Sanchez was number 2, let's say. Parker was 3. Parker will now be number 1. Where is he ranked with the WBA? How could he not be? Oh, is this because he's got the WBO interim, is it? Because Joseph Parker is not ranked by the WBA and WBC. So even if you've got a interim belt, you can't be rated, although he is ranked by the IB. I don't get it. I'm trying to give up even making sense of it. Now, in the WB, all right, so let's just say Bacoli and Sanchez were ranked, say, 1 and 2. Let's say take Parker out of it because of the WBO thing. So that would mean Frank Sanchez and Ajagba would be the top 2 contenders. In the WBA, Fabio Wardley and Martin Bacoli, so he'll be out now. Michael Hunter and Fabio Wardley will be the top 2 contenders. In the WBC, well, Zhang got beaten. So it is not a great day to be the top-ranked fighter, is it? How can Lawrence Okoli be number 3 in the WBC? That is just ridiculous. Bacoli was number 4. Joshua is number 5. So in the WBC, it is probably Okoli and Joshua as the top-ranked fighters. Let's see how high... who was it? Cabiel, how high he gets now. And then in the WBO, Zhang was 1, Bacoli 2. Geez, as I said, not a great day to be a top contender. Cabiel is number 3. So he'll go to the top of the rankings, you would think, at number 1. So you would think that if Usyk does fight Dubois, it might actually be Parker and Cabiel for that interim belt. So... Well, but so Bacoli was ranked. So Bacoli was ranked 1 by the IBF. Where was he? 2 with the WBA, 3 by the WBC, and 2 by the WBO, and he's been cleaned up today. Zhang was ranked 1 by the WBO, 1 by the WBC, and he's been cleaned up as well. So yeah. All right, sorry, I'm getting way off track there. Let's get to some comments. Glenn, do we see Marin versus Zhang now? Battle of the big boys. I would think, would Zhang retire? I don't know, Glenn. Maybe he'll keep fighting, but was he 41 years of age? I'm not sure. We'll see. All right, Andy, this rematch can go either way. BETERBIEV, more powerful and can close if presses early and lands right, while Bivol might be moving longer. Bivol has enough respectable power to make ARTUR sometimes hesitant. Yeah, well, again in my preview, Andy, I don't think BETERBIEV can really do more except maybe up the work rate. I don't think he's not going to give up centre ring. He's going to try and cut Bivol off, get him into a bit of a gunfight, I suppose, and get close and try and land the big bombs. I think his punch output's the one thing he's going to try and improve. Bivol, on the other hand, I thought he boxed beautifully last time. If anything, it's maybe increasing the amount of times he stops and exchanges with BETERBIEV, and I likened it to Hagler and Leonard, where Leonard, for the first 2 minutes, 45 seconds, would just keep it competitive, keep it close, and then flurry in the last 15 seconds and try and steal the rounds that way. That's another option for Bivol. Look, but let's not forget, he didn't do a lot wrong in the first fight. It was a very, very close fight. Could have gone either way. So maybe he's just got to tweak a couple of things, and maybe it's just exchanging just a little bit more with BETERBIEV as well. Look, it's going to be an interesting one. I don't think the fight itself is going to be too much difference. It's just whoever tweaks things enough. Now, maybe it's just Bivol that's got to tweak a couple of things. BETERBIEV, end of the day, he won the first fight. Let's not forget. Let's not forget that. He won the first fight, so maybe he doesn't really have to do anything. It's Bivol that has to tweak something, and that's all I can think of. It's just upping the work rate at certain times and trying to be a little flashier to get the judges' attention at the end of rounds. That's all I think he can really do. But again, let's not forget it was super close last time, and maybe it just might be 3 different judges who see it a little bit more his way this time. But I don't think things are going to be too much different. Let's see. All right, Kim. Way too many belts, and it's time to just fight for the Ring Magazine belt, and the Turkey can make that happen. I like it, Kim. I like it, and I've got a feeling, and I've said this on, I can't remember what it was on, Walking Boxing or Talking Boxing, whatever it might have been, but how good would it be, even if it's not the Ring Magazine, Kim, and that would make sense if it was that, but let's just say, now that Turkey is working with all the sanctioning bodies, he's running boxing, he's got all the promoters and sanctioning bodies in his pocket. Now, I'm not saying as far as money exchanging hands, whatever that might be. I'm just talking about that he's the puppet master. He's got everyone working underneath him and beside him and everything else, and it's all happening. What if he said, let's make a universal world title belt? Now, I'm not saying invent another belt. What I'm saying is, if you are an undisputed champion, you have one belt, and it might just encourage a lot of these unified champions, the individual champions, to unify the belts for the Holy Grail, and that is the belt, the World Championship belt. Now, maybe it comes down to, and again, I know there's a lot of egos and everything that goes on between these sanctioning bodies, but just imagine if there was the WBA and WBC and IBF and the WBO, and that's fine. But then they all called themselves those champions, but then you had the world champion, and that is a standalone belt that is made with a little bit of all 4 belts in the mix. So a bit of the WBC, WBA, IBF, WBO, all on there in certain ways, and we have one universal belt for an undisputed champion. And that would, in my opinion, really encourage all those champions to want to fight each other for the Holy Grail, and that is the big belt, which is the World Championship belt. Now, it might either be that, or it might be the Ring Magazine belt, Kim, who knows? That might be the belt they put up there that goes to just the undisputed champion, not necessarily they award it to their own champions like all the other sanctioning bodies do. It might be you only get the Ring Magazine belt if you have all 4 belts. Lots of different options there, but I just think we need something more. They can all have the little sanctioning body belts and do the thing, but have that one belt that's agreed to by all of them. And let's face it, there's only, 2 or 3 of them at one time. But it just might encourage all those champions to say, you know what? I want the belt. I want the big one. Because let's face it, they're all egomaniacs, and they want as many belts as they can get. And they might just see it as a little bit of a asterisk on their career if they've held the WBA belt, let's say, or WBO belt, or even 2 belts, but they haven't held all 4, and it just might get, let's just say, the heavyweights has been unified, light heavyweights being unified, super middleweights being unified. It might encourage the Yanabeks to fight the Adamezes and the Laras and these types of guys and have this little mini tournament. It might encourage Murtazaliev and Crawford, Fundora, and Fundora, I should say, to fight. Who else have we got? Welterweight. Well, I couldn't give a shit about welterweight. They can keep their belts. 140. The Teofimo Lopez's and Richardson Hitchens and these guys, Jose Valenzuela, to fight each other. And all these guys have all fought on... Actually, have they? I don't think Hitchens has fought on a Riyadh card. Lopez is going to fight. At lightweight, imagine this. Lomachenko, Davis, Stevenson, Keyshawn Davis. Junior lightweight. Laurent Mocha, Sharky Foster, Navarrete, neither here nor there. Featherweight, not really stressed. We've got Naoya Inoue at 122. Imagine this one. We've got Nishida, Susumi, Nakatani, Takai at bantamweight. I mean, the list goes on. Anyway, what do you guys think? Do you think one universal belt approved by Turki Al-Sheikh, whether it's one universal belt or the Ring Magazine belt, but it is above all belts? I know us as fight fans, we do put the Ring Magazine belt as the belt. Let's say it was official and all the sanctioning bodies underneath actually agreed upon it. And you think if Turki Al-Sheikh come out and said, I want everyone to sign off on this, you know they're all going to do it because they need Turki Al-Sheikh. So who knows? What do you guys think? All right. Valentina. I honestly like both. This is Parker. Oh, no, BETERBIEV and BIVOL. Classy dudes, but I really like BETERBIEV a lot more. May the best man win. Yeah, it's one of those fights where I don't think you get too stressed about who's going to win. They're just two great fighters, and they're both humble guys and just great champions. So I think that's all we want is a really good fight. Mutzi says Parker looked in great condition. Yeah, he did. He did. Damien, are you doing talking boxing tomorrow during the fight? Yeah, good call, Damien. I think I will. What time does the card start? I'm not sure. I think I will, though, Damien. I'll have it going at the same time. So it might be a live watch-along / talking boxing. I think that's what we might do. We'll do a watch-along. I think in respect to Jason, I think I will do a watch-along for Jason. I would think. Maybe, actually, I think we've done this in the past. I think we did talking boxing and then we switched into the live watch-along for the main event. So I think we will do that. I think we'll do talking boxing at 7 o'clock as usual. And then we will then go into the watch-along once Jason's fight starts and we'll just follow that fight, I think. I think that's the best way to go. What time is it? Yeah, 9:50 in the morning there, Valentina. We're in the future. Yes, we are. What is it? 4:50 on a Saturday there. Okay. Flash Wilson. Great to join you and the boxing fans this morning. Who do you have to win for the fight between Bakali and Parker? I'm so hoping Parker can stick it to him. Flash, my money, I'm going to go out on a limb here. And I'm going to say I got full faith that our man Joseph Parker can win and do it in convincing fashion. I think he can get Bakali out of there as early as the second round. That's what I reckon, Flash. I'm only joking. The fight has taken place, mate. And it was a very, very impressive win by Joseph Parker. And I reckon we might have some activity here, guys. I reckon we might be about to get into the main event. Damien, I like it. BETERBIEV and Benavides. I'm just not looking forward to having to say that doing watch-alongs or during watch-alongs and everything else. BETERBIEV and Benavides. Look, I know I'm a little bit different here. I would love to see Benavides go up to cruiserweight and fight Jai Pataya. That's the fight for me. Yes, BETERBIEV and Benavides would be a great fight, but I'm looking forward to Pataya and Benavides. And I just hope that Jai Pataya, I know we're talking about him moving up to heavyweight. I would want him just to wait for this fight. I know he's got Zurdo Ramirez in the meantime, so why not wait for Benavidez? Look, if Benavidez does fight BETERBIEV or maybe BIVOL if he wins today, he waits for him to get past fighting the winner, and then he goes up to cruiserweight, and I just reckon that is the next big fight in boxing. Paul, is Jason the main event? No, he's not, mate. Nakatani is the main event. We'll have a quick look at that card as we have DMITRY BIVOL about to hit the runway. All right, so the main event, I'll just go to that card there. Excuse me. So DMITRY BIVOL, makes his way to the ring. Excuse me this morning. So Junto Nakatani and David Contreras. Koala. The way they write the names on BoxRec is a bit odd. So his full name is David Koala Contreras is his name. So that'll be the main event. And where is Jason? Yeah, so Tenshin Nasukawa against Jason, and I think I'm not quite sure any other fighters on that card. There's a 10. It's only a 10 rounder. I forgot that it's not a world title fight. Actually, there's a 12 rounder between Seiya Susumi and Daigo Higa, but I reckon Maloney and Nasukawa will be the co-main. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I'm getting distracted, aren't I? BETERBIEV absolutely murders David, okay? As ARTUR BETERBIEV makes his way to the ring. I just hope the main event's ring walks aren't a huge circus production, just walk into the ring to an awesome song and get to fighting. That's what they're doing there, Valentina. Yes, the old school way, I agree. Well, look, both of these guys, they're from that Russian mold, aren't they? They're no frills. They just want to get in there and get the job done. You get the impression that they don't really care about all the flash, all the bells and whistles, all that sort of stuff, all the lights and fireworks and everything on the screen. They just want to get in there and fight. What time are we expecting Jason tomorrow? I think the card starts at 7, Paul. So I don't think he would probably be on till about 9 o'clock anyway. So what do we got? We've got a 4-rounder. 2 4-rounders. Then we've got a 6-rounder. Then we've got if it is the case, we'll have a 12-rounder and then Jason. But worst case, I would think it'd be about 9 o'clock. Or probably at the earliest 9 o'clock. But no matter what happens, we'll go from talking boxing straight into not walking boxing. Been a long night. We'll go straight from talking boxing into the watch along. All right, Damien, if you were to say there would be a pullout in this event, I would have said the main event. I'm so damn happy this is happening. I'm with you there, mate. 100%. I was really disappointed at the start that Dubois pulled out against Parker, I will say. But, yeah, Damien, here's the new national anthem. Yep. We've got to know it well, haven't we? I don't like how they do it. I know, again, it's old school. They used to do it in the ring, and that's fine, but yeah, I wouldn't mind them just playing the national anthems before they come out. Don't let the fighters get cold in the ring. Well, actually, it looks like they've only played the one anthem. I suppose with what's happening in the world, they don't want to play the Russian one. And Michael Buffer. Let's hope he can get this a little bit better than what he did with the Usyk and Fury fight if it goes the distance. When he's, instead of saying and still or the new, he said from wherever it was, Ukraine. I think we know where he's from, Michael. Just tell us whether it's the new or the still. Geez, both guys looking very, very stern, like they mean business. I'm going to risk it and just turn it up a little bit here so I can hear it. I don't think they'll cut me off. I'm just actually trying to work out too with the DAZN app in a commercial business. Now with the pub, we've got the pub, and we can easily stream DAZN to our, because the TVs now have got Chromecast in them, so we can stream it. But I'm not sure whether we are allowed to, because who polices the DAZN app in Australia? If you put on Foxtel or Main Event, you you're really playing with fire there because you'll get caught and fined big time. I would never try and do that. But a streaming app, I'm really interested to see how that works. So we've got the Cambosis fight, another month's time. I'm going to have to check because who polices it? If you stream it to the screen, what happens? I'm probably just digging a grave for myself here. Someone will look me up. But yeah, I'm not sure whether we're allowed to have it or not. I will make some inquiries. So if you're in the Bendigo area, we will definitely have it on at the pub if we're allowed to. Russia versus Russia. Yeah, you did, Damien. All right. Introducing the judges there. And the referee's Kevin Parker. Let's hope we don't remember his name at the end of it. And he's just seen but not heard. Geez, I hope I can get this right this time with the scoring if it's the same type of fight because I got it so wrong last time. All right, Michael Buffer, let's have it. That's more like it, Michael. And I do like it too, guys. They've put it in the smaller arena. This is the one fault I've always had with the Riyadh cards. I always put them in the big stadium, and they just don't have the atmosphere. They rarely fill them, which is rare, which is strange in itself with the fight cards we've got on. But I like the fact they've gone to, I think it's a 5,000 or 6,000 seat arena. It is perfect, exactly right for this. All right, so DMITRY BIVOL, 23-1, 12 knockouts from Tokmak, Kyrgyzstan, we'll call it. Be interesting to see what his wife thinks of it this time. You remember after the first fight, she had lots of things to say when he was beaten by BETERBIEV. Where's Tassie Brown there? I can see the crowd there. He's got to be there, someone sitting with his man Bud Crawford, I would think. Oh, he's a hard man, isn't he, BETERBIEV? Big, strong guy. All right, 21-0, 20 knockouts. Yes, they're saying he's from Montreal, Canada. Can't they just say he's from Russia? Come on. Regardless of what's going on in the world and your political views and everything else, I mean, you've got to say where he's from, surely. We don't all like what's happening, say, in China, but they introduced Zhilei Zhang from being from China, so I don't like that. Say where he's from. All right, as both guys come to the center of the ring, they stare each other down. Yeah. What do we got? Oh, is that right? Bivol is Romanian slash... is that how you pronounce that? Moldovan? Wow. Moldovan, okay. Well, there you go. All right, guys. Well, here we are, about ready to go. The bell is about to ring for round number 1. Let's see how Bivol starts the fight. I think we know how BETERBIEV's going to start. As they start in the center of the ring, BETERBIEV, as expected, takes center ring. And even just in the first 20 seconds, it's very similar to the first fight. Bivol nice and high. Nice couple of jabs from Bivol there. Nice silver gloves he's got. Very similar styles when they both stand in center ring. This whitish type of stance, high guard, both very good jabs. But BETERBIEV, definitely the bigger puncher. And a right to the body from Bivol. And I get the impression already, guys, this is going to be a very, very tough fight to score. Bivol, I'm not sure if he's normally like that. Very, very high guard. Looks a little bit anxious for me, Bivol. Looks a little bit nervous. BETERBIEV, ice cold, just jabbing to the head, jabbing to the body, really looking to look for those openings. And Bivol, for me, just looks a little nervous. His hands are sort of all over the place. A little busier at the moment is BIVOL, but some good solid jabs to the head and body from BETERBIEV. Hard jab from BETERBIEV there. The right hand that's caught on the glove from BETERBIEV. Probably the first right hand we've seen. Same, that right hand to the body's caught on the elbow by BIVOL. And it's probably the same BETERBIEV even. I know he's always a pretty stern guy, but even looking at a little bit more serious this time as well. And a little 1-2 from BIVOL, caught on the gloves though from BETERBIEV. Tough round to score with 50 seconds to go in the first round. Really tough round. Good solid jab from BIVOL. So evenly matched, these two. And I've got a feeling no matter how we score this, it's going to be controversial. Yeah, you're right, Andy. Could be a little bit of both there. Left hook from BIVOL there. There's a difference, I think, between cautious and nervous, though, Andy. He is being cautious, and that's understandable. I'm just probably talking more about his body language. The gloves are sort of flailing around a little bit, and he's not being really assertive with his punches. He has gotten a little bit better as the round has gone on, by the way. Tough round to score. BIVOL's probably got the better of the last probably 30 seconds, I think. So maybe it's enough to steal the round. A little right hand at the bell. Tough round. Oh, well, I don't like scoring even rounds, so I'm going to give it very, very narrowly to BIVOL. Very narrowly. Now, if you scored it for BETERBIEV, I'm certainly not going to argue. But I had that round for BIVOL. Glenn agrees. He had BIVOL winning that. Looking a really tough round where very similar type of punches being thrown. Both fighters taking the punches on the gloves and the elbows and everything else. I just thought BIVOL just slipped a couple of semi-okay punches in there in the last sort of 30 seconds. And I'm just enough to maybe steal the round. But, geez, tough round to score. And he scores it for BIVOL. Yep. Someone please post commentary in the chat. I have to tend to be patient. I'll keep commenting there, Valentina. So listen up. We're about to start round number 2. BETERBIEV coming forward, misses a little overhand right, and BIVOL lands a couple of really good jabs. And BETERBIEV looking a lot more or keener to engage this round. He's starting to come forward and looking to land that right hand. But BIVOL, yep, he comes back with a 1-2 of his own. I did see that, Glenn. It was a little bit marked up. He did take a couple of good shots. Not me, Andy. And BETERBIEV really being assertive at the start of this second round, but BIVOL going with him at the moment. I think it's a good call from BIVOL too by not standing still. He refuses to be pinned in the corner on the ropes. And it was really good. They actually almost threw a lead left hand from a southpaw stance. It sort of caught ARTUR BETERBIEV sort of unawares there. Right hand lands from BETERBIEV on the ropes. Good solid punch from BETERBIEV. And BIVOL comes back with a jab to the head and the right to the body, and then another little 1-2. Another really tough round to score. Good solid jabs from both guys. Both guys landing good right hands. Well, I won't say landing right hands, throwing good right hands. They're just being caught by their opponent, but just a really good start. And BETERBIEV does look a little bit marked up over that eye at the moment, over that left eye. And BIVOL this round looking a lot more confident, lot more settled. Wow, nice right hand lands. And it's now BETERBIEV who's looking a little bit frustrated at the moment. And you would have thought that these guys have done a lot of rounds together over the years, by the way. They were on the same national team, would have sparred a lot of rounds. And switches to southpaw does BIVOL and takes a right hand from BIVOL for his troubles. Yeah, nice 4-punch combination from BIVOL, and a left hook does land on the gloves, but definitely got ARTUR BETERBIEV's attention. Bodies work from BETERBIEV. So 30 seconds to go in round number 2. Yeah, I agree. Glennie's having some good success with that jab. And ARTUR at the moment is just having a little bit of trouble reading BIVOL's right hand. Been a good round, I think, so far for BIVOL. ARTUR BETERBIEV really started fast, really tried to put the pressure on BIVOL, but I think he's stood up really well. He's starting to go to the body, though, BETERBIEV. Little left hook lands at the bell from BIVOL, and I think he's won another round. Really close rounds, though. This is going to be a tough one. But I've given the first 2 rounds to BIVOL, and I feel a little bit nervous by doing it because I did the same thing in the first fight and had the opposite way. Yeah, okay, Andy, you got 2-0 for BIVOL. Yep, Glenn agrees. So, yeah, good round from BIVOL. And you can see what he's starting to do there. He's reading BETERBIEV's jab, and he's looking to counter really swiftly with that counter right hand. So he's throwing the jab, trying to draw the jab back from BETERBIEV, and then he's countering with the right hand. Good tactics. And landing good jabs as well. All right, so good round for BETERBIEV. Geez, all these beeves. A better round from BETERBIEV, but I still think BIVOL won that round. All right, round number 3. Oh, big right hand over the top from BIVOL, just misses. And he's really trying to put the pressure on DMITRY BIVOL, but BIVOL is holding up really well at the moment. Another right hand gets caught in the gloves from BETERBIEV. All right, so the commentators have got both rounds for BIVOL as well. Really impressive so far from DMITRY BIVOL. Boxed very well. Yeah, it's a good one. Good call there, Andy. I agree. Good 1-2 to the body from BIVOL there as well. And a counter right hand lands from BIVOL. And you don't often see this, but BETERBIEV is looking just a little frustrated in there at the moment. Nice 3-punch combination from BIVOL lands. Right hand from BETERBIEV gets caught on the gloves. And some good jabs from BIVOL as well. Really frustrating BETERBIEV at the moment. He just refuses to cut the ring off, though, BETERBIEV. Yeah, nice counters from BIVOL lands. And a right hand to the body as well. And BETERBIEV just following BIVOL around the ring. He refuses to cut the ring off at the moment. And BIVOL having some great success there with some good jabs, some counter right hands, even the left hook starting to get through as well. Yeah, throwing some good shots there. Yeah, good shots from BIVOL. So what have we got? Just under a minute to go in round number 3, and another good round from BIVOL so far. It's really frustrated BETERBIEV. And BETERBIEV, look, he's just following BIVOL around the ring, trying to land that jab. The occasional right hand's coming through, but so far BIVOL's just got all the answers. Having said that, I thought the same in the first fight as well. A 1-2 hook from BIVOL. Good shots. And a 1-2 again lands. And look, not to say BETERBIEV is not having some success. It's just as BIVOL is landing good shots. Good right hand there from BETERBIEV. But BIVOL comes back. Good body shots there from BETERBIEV. A couple of those might actually have been a little low, but the referee let it go. And a 1-2 hook from BIVOL. And some good exchanges from both guys there. Some good shots being thrown. Good round. Look, a really good round from BETERBIEV, but I still think BIVOL did enough to win the round. A lot better round from BETERBIEV. And I'm not sure whether he might have a cut or something on his eye there, or on his head, because he did look at his glove at the end of the round. Now, I feel really uncomfortable awarding all 3 rounds to BIVOL so far. But I thought he just got the better of the exchanges there. A lot better round, and I think there is a little bit of blood on BETERBIEV's head, by the way. Oh, Glenn, I'm with you there, mate. Just absolutely elite level stuff from both these guys. And just, I mean, obviously 2 great fights. I'm just looking at what caused the blood on the head. But really good shots. And look, I've given all 3 rounds to BIVOL, but in that last round especially, BETERBIEV really picked it up and looked a lot better. Valentini back, look, a really good round from BETERBIEV, but I still think BIVOL won. Just some really good exchanges from both guys there. Andy, yeah, ARTUR pressing, but BIVOL standing his round. Yeah, it's a good way to put it, Andy. BETERBIEV really drew BIVOL into a bit of a slugfest in that round, but BIVOL more than held his own. And I think he's won 3 rounds to 0 at the moment. It's whether he can keep BETERBIEV off for another 9 rounds. It was, Al. It was, mate. I just thought BIVOL just got a little bit better of the action towards the end, but some good exchanges from both guys. Already a lot better fight than the first one. So you can sort of get the impression here that you can see BIVOL waiting for BETERBIEV to throw the jab, and he's not just countering with a right, he's countering with a left hook as well. It's drawing him into throwing the jab, and it's a right-hand left hook straight afterwards, and he's just caught BETERBIEV unawares a few times. A few times, I should say. He does. Al looks very smooth. Looks very comfortable in there at the moment, does DMITRY BIVOL. And BETERBIEV, though, he's putting on the pressure. Lands some good shots there, especially to the body. Been a lot busier this round as BETERBIEV. And so far, I think he's winning this round, even though we're about halfway through. Very, very tough rounds to score, though. And I fell on the trap last time of giving these rounds to BIVOL. But I would definitely not argue with anyone that might even have it BETERBIEV in front at the moment. It's been that type of fight. Good left rip to the body from BETERBIEV. Comes over the top with a right hand. BIVOL just looks like he's slowing down a little bit at the moment. Hasn't been as busy. Maybe it's a round off after 3 really hectic rounds to start. But I think BETERBIEV is having the better of this round so far. Just starting to get in close and being able to get to the body a little bit more. And that jab from BIVOL has lost a little bit of pep. And that left hand is starting to drop as well. And BETERBIEV loves to throw that big overhand right. Now, I'm not sure, but BETERBIEV, he looks a little gassed. I don't know, again, whether he's just taking the round off. But BETERBIEV, I will say also, the pace hasn't been as it was in the first 3 rounds. So he's starting to feel the effects of it as well. But I still think he's had a little bit better of this round. Some good jabs being landed. Yeah, I agree, Al. It's just starting to close the gap a little bit. Although on the bell, BIVOL does come back, but I'm going to give that round to ARTUR BETERBIEV. Not by a lot. I thought just his work rate was a little bit better. Some good jabs, worked the body okay. Just thought BIVOL, I've got a feeling he might have just taken that round off. And you've got to do that in these types of fights. You just can't go hell for leather for 12 straight rounds. He's worked really hard for those first 3 rounds. So, what's that, Andy? It gave the third to BIVOL, but ARTUR landing that body shot hurt BIVOL last round. Looked like he was a bit wobbled too. This round is ARTUR's. Yep. How do you have it there, guys? So, Glenn had it for BETERBIEV. So, as you can see there, I've got it 3 rounds to 1 for BIVOL, but very, very close. Andy, you've got it the same. Yep. Wouldn't surprise me if it was 2-2 or even 3-1 for BETERBIEV. It's been that type of fight. So, yeah, so 39-37 for me as we go into round number 5. And a right hand over the top to get things started from BETERBIEV to start round 5. Now the judges, the commentators have got it 38-38, so 2 rounds each. They've given the last 2 rounds to BETERBIEV. A little bit quieter start to the 5th round. Both guys probing the jab. BETERBIEV tried something a little different there. If you saw it there, the jab, rather than throw it straight, he just sort of looked like he was going to throw an uppercut and then straighten the jab. It was a good little punch, and then the right hand after it just missed. So just starting to change things up a little bit, BIVOL. Starting to look at some different angles. Good body shots as well from BETERBIEV there. And I'm not sure, again, with BIVOL. He's just started the round a little quieter. And BETERBIEV, again, is picking up the pace and really being able to close that gap, especially being able to work the body, and that's not what BIVOL wants. And his work rate has really dropped this round, BIVOL. Not to say that BETERBIEV's working overly hard in this round either. And it's actually BIVOL now that takes centre ring, and BETERBIEV is on the outer ring. Short-lived though, because now BETERBIEV says, I'll take it back, thanks. And you get the impression that both fighters are comfortable with the way it is at the moment. BETERBIEV centre ring, BIVOL on the outside. So BIVOL just getting back on the jab there, but not throwing much else at the moment. And will it be another round that BETERBIEV wins just purely on work rate? So we've got about, what are we, about 45 seconds to go in round number 5. Anyone's round so far. Jab to the body from BETERBIEV. Oh, right hand, big right hand, just misses from BETERBIEV. So 30 to go in round number 5. And you get the impression, guys, this is going to be another controversial one, I think. And BETERBIEV picking up a little bit here in the last 20 seconds. The right hand lands. Good end of the round here, I think, from BIVOL. Left the rip to the body, lands. Right hand over the top, lands. Other right hand lands from BETERBIEV. Is BIVOL in a bit of trouble here? Good finish to the round from BETERBIEV, and I think he's won that round. Good round from BETERBIEV. I don't know what's happening with BIVOL, but he's in the space of 2 rounds has stopped to a walk almost. Al, is he injured? Hardly throwing the right hand. Could be the case, mate, because he's not really throwing much else, is he? Andy, BIVOL got to throw back, or ARTUR will compile the damage on him. ARTUR is a predator. You got to make him hesitant. If you show him fear and run, you're in trouble. That's the thing with the last 2 rounds, Andy. BIVOL was just pretty much, he's had nothing to stop or give anything to BETERBIEV to think about. In those first 3 rounds, he had a good stiff jab. He was making BETERBIEV think about what he was throwing, and if he didn't get in close and land, BIVOL was making him pay on the counter. So, yeah, in those last 2 rounds, he pretty much allowed BETERBIEV to close the gap with not much in return, and he's been hurt to the body a few times. Yeah, I've got the same 3-2. Glenn, you've got it the same. Chris Mannix has it even. I'm not sure how you can have a 5-round fight even. Obviously, he's given 1 round even in there. I don't give even rounds. But Mutsi, BIVOL's gone to sleep the last 2 rounds. Certainly has, mate. And that's why I've got BETERBIEV winning the last 2 rounds. So we're into round number 6. And the thing is, BIVOL is not going to want to let BETERBIEV get his tail up and really start getting close and working inside, especially when we're only at the midway mark of the fight. So quite a start to round number 6. And BETERBIEV moving forward, just probing with the jab again. But not much coming back from BIVOL at the moment. He does throw the right hand there. Doesn't seem to be in any discomfort, so maybe he's okay. Both guys just exchanging jabs more than anything this round. So halfway through round number 6, and not much happening in this round so far. Both guys just content to exchange jabs and look for the occasional overhand right. There's a hook from BIVOL. There's a nice 1, 2, 3, 4. Good punches from BIVOL. And BETERBIEV comes back with a right hand that glances off the gloves. There's another right hand that sort of sneaks through the guard. Look, a minute to go. A better round from BIVOL. BETERBIEV, he looks like the one that's almost taken the round off this time. But just tough rounds to score. BETERBIEV now the busier. Going under and over. And BIVOL with a 5-6 punch combination. 7, 8, 9 punch combination. Little sneaky right hand over the top from BIVOL. Little right hand land from BIVOL. Better round from him. But still a close round. It's just fascinating for everyone's the way people score it and the way people are seeing it. I think this is a better round for BIVOL. It's BETERBIEV is actually looking a little bit tired at the moment, although he does come on now. And BIVOL just looking a little tired at the end of the round, but I think he's done enough to win the rounds. Oh, that was a super close round. That's one of those fight-defining rounds, and ones. I just thought BIVOL was a little busier, but not with any confidence whatsoever. How did you guys have it? I got it 4 rounds to 2, but this fight could easily be dead even at the moment. Andy, BIVOL's best chance was stick and move and maintain distance control early while he can stand in with ARTUR early. Wrong game plan, yeah. All right, well, how do you have it? I gave that round just to BIVOL, but so close, so close. If you gave it to BIVOL, BETERBIEV, I'm certainly not going to argue. It did land. That's a good right hand on the replay there. Glenn, tough round to score. BIVOL just, yeah, I'm with you, mate. Andy, so you gave that round to BETERBIEV, I would imagine. So you have it 3-3. I'm not going to argue with that, mate. It's such a tough fight to score. So I've got it 4-2, but it wouldn't surprise me if it's even, or even if BETERBIEV was up 4 rounds to 2. So round number 7. This is where it's going to start to get interesting. This is when it's more than just tactics come into it. This is now heart, conditioning. All right, so the commentators have it 58-56 for BETERBIEV. That's how it goes, guys. This is why I've got a feeling this is going to be another controversial ending. I agree, Andy. I thought he closed strong too. Well, there you go. So the commentators have it 4-2 to BETERBIEV. I've got it 4-2 for BIVOL. Yeah, Al, yep, not going to argue with that, mate. 3-all, no problems with that at all. Or if you've got BETERBIEV winning, it's that type of fight. All right, well, Sean Porter's got a BETERBIEV 4-2 as well. But I'm not going to count much on his thoughts because he had Shiraz winning as well. All right, well, we're a minute in, and not much has happened so far. Again, both guys just exchanging jabs. BETERBIEV being maybe a little bit more aggressive, but BIVOL is definitely looking slightly worn, let's just say. The punches have sort of lost their zip. Not a lot of power there. And BETERBIEV still looks relatively fresh, because BIVOL has worked really hard. He's moving a lot left and right. He's thrown a lot of 5, 6, 7 punch combinations. BETERBIEV has stalked BIVOL and just really looked to pick his punches. I think BETERBIEV's winning this round. Little overhand right lands. Another double jab and a right hand from BIVOL. Good punches. With a minute to go in round number 7. Very, very close round again. Jab to the head, jab to the body, jab to the head from BIVOL. BIVOL misses, BETERBIEV I should say, misses a right hand. Geez, another tough round. 30 seconds to go. BIVOL poking out the jab. Oh, and there's a 1-2 hook from BIVOL. Good punches there. Valentina, you might be right there with the trilogy. This could go either way. I think BIVOL's ended the round really well. Yeah, I think BIVOL's... really, really close round. Really close round. I thought BIVOL closed the round strong, but I thought up to that point, BETERBIEV was... Look, I've given BIVOL numerous close rounds. I'm going to repay the favour and give him the round. There it is. There's my scorecard there. I've got it 4 rounds to 3. I gave that round just to BETERBIEV, even though BIVOL closed the round well. So 67-66 for BIVOL, but such a close round. I would think out of, what do we had, 7 rounds, I would say 4, if not 5, have been razor thin and could have gone either way. All right, as always with great fights, they've just flown by. We're about to enter round number 8. Let's see how the judges have it. What do you got there, Andy? BIVOL busier for me, 4-3 BIVOL. Yeah, well, that's the way I've got it at the moment. Oh, right hand to the body from BETERBIEV. More of a big right hook. Yeah, good little 3-punch combination there from BIVOL. Looks like he's got his second wind at the moment. Looking at just a lot fresher this round as BIVOL. A lot busier. Yeah, good. The right hand, left hook counter from BIVOL. Didn't land, but definitely got BETERBIEV's attention. Jab to the body from BIVOL, and then a 1-2. Nice punches. Yeah, good punches from BIVOL. He's really picked it up this round. And now he takes centre ring and backs BETERBIEV up. Good start to the round from BIVOL. The first half, he's definitely won this round so far. And he's been definitely the busier fighter this round. As BETERBIEV maybe looks a little bit gassed at the moment. Just following DMITRY BIVOL around the ring, not throwing much in reply, just trying to cut the ring off. And BIVOL on the toes. With just over a minute to go, round number 8. Nice little 3-punch combination there as well. Not necessarily landing a lot, but definitely getting the judges' attention, I would think. Good triple jab from him there as well. BETERBIEV landed a sneaky right hand there. A little left hook to the body as well, but BIVOL comes back. And BETERBIEV punches just have lost their snap as well at the moment. He's just pushing those punches at the moment. So 25 seconds to go, round number 8. Jab to the head, jab to the body from BETERBIEV. But a much better round. Right hand lands from BIVOL. They both threw right hands and BIVOL's landed first. Good shot. And a good round for DMITRY BIVOL, in my opinion. I've given him that round. which puts him up 77-75 in this fight. But again, no confidence whatsoever. Glenn, Bivol, so even, you got the fight even. You gave that round to Bivol. Okay, well, I've got it 5 rounds to 3, but again, it could be all sorts of different concoctions at the moment. It could be the other way for BETERBIEV. It could be even. Who knows? BETERBIEV could be up by 4 rounds. You just don't know. Definitely marked up a bit though, BETERBIEV. A little bit unlike the first fight. He's got marks on each side of his forehead and under the left eye. All right, so Andy's got it 5-3 for BIVOL, same as me. Yep. All right, so round number 9. This is the last part of that. I'd always put them in 3-round blocks in championship fights, and this is the last round of that 3rd block, and then we get into those last 3 real tough championship rounds. Good start to the round by both guys, though. Now, the judges have it 70, the unofficial judges on here, the commentators have it 76-76 apiece. Good exchanges from both guys to start round number 9. And I think Bivol just so far just got slightly the better of the first sort of minute of this, or 45 seconds of this round. Al's got it 5-3. Yep. Yeah, I'm with there, mate. His jabs really got back on point. And the little hooks he's landing are a little bit underrated, I think. He's sneaking them in there as well, isn't he? Yeah, jab to the head, right hand to the body from BETERBIEV. But Bivol looks like he's still got that second win. He's moving. He's looking quite good at the moment, Bivol. And you get the impression that BETERBIEV's really got to start picking it up a little bit here, because Bivol's just found his range again. Good little slip of the right hand from Bivol, and comes back with some good punches. Really well. Slipped the right hand and then made him pay. The hook lands there. Good jabs too from Bivol. Are we on our way to a trilogy? I think there might be a couple chapters to play out in this one yet, though, because we've still got 3 rounds to go after this. And the judges on here, well, the commentators have it even, so anyone's fight. Oh, right hand just misses from BETERBIEV. Another good round from Bivol. Punching in 3s and 4s, I like it. Yeah, another 1-2 from Bivol. Really getting the best of this round. BETERBIEV's having all sorts of trouble just finding his range on Bivol. Yeah, good range. He's in, he's out, he's left, he's right, left hand, right hand. Really looking confident at the moment is Bivol. With 20 seconds to go in round number 9. And the crowd seems to be for him, don't they? For Bivol. Boxing very, very well. Good right to the body to end the round by BETERBIEV, but I think another round to Bivol. I'm a bit nervous though, guys, because I've now got Bivol winning by 3 points, and I know that's not going to be the way they score it. So I've got it 87-84, but what's that? 6 rounds to 3. Oh, excuse me, long night. So, yeah, Bivol round, says Glenn. 3 rounds to go. Yeah, Glenn, I'm with you, mate. Discipline is amazing. I mean, you've got to remember these two guys, both elite amateurs, both elite pros, from that, that part of the world where it's all about discipline, isn't it? Almost like machines. They just, from start to finish, they just wind them up and send them out, and away they go. And they don't deviate too much from the program they've been given. What's that, Andy? Bivol round again. You should remember to close well. Yeah, 6-3 Bivol. Yep, same for me. 87-84 for me at the moment. And you think BETERBIEV's really got to pick it up. Some good punches thrown there by him to start the round, especially that right to the body landed. All right, so the commentators have it 86-85 for BIVOL. All right. That's Chris Mannix. Okay, so that's who's scoring. Okay, Chris Mannix. And BIVOL looking very confident at the moment. And you get the impression, the look on BETERBIEV's face. I think he realises he might be behind and has got to pick it up. I'm with you, Al. 6-3 doesn't feel right. I agree. Does not feel right at all. Almost tempted to give BETERBIEV a couple of rounds just to even things up, to be honest, because I know the judges will have it that way. Oh, nice little counter right hand from BIVOL there. And it looks the credit to BIVOL in this fight. I thought he started really well. I thought BETERBIEV really got on top in those middle rounds, or 4 to 6. But BIVOL has really steadied and has won the last 3 rounds, I think. So just boxing so well. He's countering BETERBIEV. 5-4 BIVOL. Okay. Yeah, he did land a right hand there, BETERBIEV, but BIVOL come back with his own right hand. Yeah, I just heard the commentator say needs more body shots, and I agree. BETERBIEV really needs to go to the body. Good combination from BIVOL. Counted really well. And another 1-2-3. Another good round from BIVOL, looking very confident at the moment. And BETERBIEV at the moment hasn't really got much in return. He's content just to jab to the head, jab to the body, maybe the occasional right hand, but that's about it. How do you have it there, guys? Do you think BETERBIEV's landed the better shots? I thought BIVOL's had the better of the round, but very, very close round. He throws a good right hand, does BETERBIEV there, but I don't know. I just think BIVOL's had the better of this round as well. Good jabs from BIVOL. BETERBIEV comes back with his own jab. Has BETERBIEV closed out the round a bit better? I'm not sure. No, now he comes back. Good combination. Yeah, look. Tough round to score. But I've got to give it to BIVOL. I don't know, guys. I've got a feeling it's going to be a lot closer than this. BIVOL 6-4. Yeah, well, I've got it 7-3, but that was a tough one. Almost gave that round to BETERBIEV just to even up a couple of those early ones. But look, I've got a feeling. What have I got it? 7-3. It could be 5-5. No, hang on. Is that 10 rounds? Yeah, it could be 5-5. No problems whatsoever. I just like BIVOL's, just the way he's really taken the fight on. BETERBIEV is just sort of, cut him down, jabbing the head, jabbing the body, right. But there's been no real authority about him. BIVOL's really worked hard. He's thrown 4, 5, 6 round punches at a time. I just think he's done enough so far to deserve this win. But we've got 2 rounds to go, so let's see what's going to happen. Round number 11. Trevor, BIVOL up by 2, championship rounds coming up, yeah. Well, I've got it by 4, but as I said, mate, it could be anyone's fight. So the judges have it 96-94, so 6 rounds to 4. Yep, that's Chris Mannix. So, yeah, I've given 1 more round to BIVOL, but certainly not going to argue with that. I think BIVOL is winning. Nice little right hand by, by BETERBIEV. And you can see he's getting a little bit desperate now, BETERBIEV. He's really working hard. Yeah, I'm with you there, Al, mate. There's so many close rounds. I've got it 4 rounds to BIVOL, but it could be even, no doubt whatsoever. All right, so a minute down in round number 11. Both guys exchanging jabs. Very even round to get started. And you think both guys thinking, well, am I going to make the move? Is he going to make the move? Am I going to wait for him to come to counter me? Oh, good little uppercut inside by BIVOL there. Another right hand from BIVOL. Nice punches. Not sure BETERBIEV's got much else to give. Jab to the head, jab to the head. There's a right hand from BETERBIEV. Well, Andy, that's with the combinations. I did say similar to that about just upping the work rate at certain times, because there's not much else either could have done as far as their styles go. So maybe just that little tweak of the game styles to throw 4, 5s and 6s. Still a really close round. And BETERBIEV coming forward. Neither fighter have done a lot in this round as far as landing punches. BIVOL maybe, but BETERBIEV's really put the work rate on him as well. I think Eddie Hearn will have, he's shown him at ringside there, he'll have a heart attack if BIVOL gets ripped in this one. I think he's won this round again. Oh, right hand from BIVOL. It's funny. You get the people, and they all do this. Come on, come on. Well, it's easier said than done. You want to state the obvious? All right, I've given that round to DMITRY BIVOL. Great round. And in my opinion, ARTUR BETERBIEV has to knock DMITRY BIVOL out. Now, I know this is going to be a lot closer than what I have it at the moment, but I've got it. Now, what's happened there? There's a stream going out, has it? What's going on here? What's going on here, guys? Have we lost it? Hang on. No, we're back. Jeez, don't do that to me. BIVOL easy. Yeah, well, there's my scorecard there, guys. I've got it. I've got him up by 5, but look, easily another round, if not 2, could have gone to BETERBIEV. I've got it. All I'm saying is I think BIVOL, in my opinion, is clearly in front at the moment. So what do you got at Glenn? 7-4. I've got it 8-3. So, yeah. Either way, I've got no doubt that the scorecards will be a lot closer than the way I have it, but I've just got BIVOL winning clearly. All right, round number 12. Here we go. What has BETERBIEV got? I'm not sure he's got anything left to get BIVOL out of there. Now, the Chris Mannix has got it 106, 103, so he's given an extra round to BIVOL. But either way, it's BIVOL all the way. Great performance so far from BIVOL. And look, no disrespect to BETERBIEV, he's been great as well, but I just think BIVOL has just been dominant in these last 6 rounds. He is trying hard to come forward, BETERBIEV, but BIVOL just quite content just to move at the moment and close out the fight. Are they going to rip him again? Let's hope not, because Eddie Hearn will definitely lose it at ringside, I would think. He's on his feet. I can see him in the background there. So we are just over a minute into the final round. And BIVOL on the toes, jabbing, moving. BETERBIEV, he looks spent. He's coming forward. He's trying his best to close the range and maybe land one, but I'm just not sure he's got anything left at the moment to get BIVOL out of there. So over the halfway mark of round number 12. What a fight this has been. A great fight. And BETERBIEV at the moment just not showing any sign of being able to land on BIVOL. And BIVOL now picks up the pace as well. Good shots. You're right, Trevor. He has went to a different level. That is for sure. He is being aggressive this round, BETERBIEV. Bivol's content just to punch and move. Maybe is BETERBIEV going to win this round just on pure aggression? Neither fighter have landed anything of note, but great end of the fight here too. Both guys just not giving an inch. 30 seconds to go, round number 12. Is he cut there, Bivol? He is, yeah. Oh, BETERBIEV loading up with 10 seconds to go in round number 12. And this is going to be the end of the fight. I think I'm going to give, like, he's closed well this last minute, BETERBIEV. I'm going to give the last round to him just because I'm a nice guy. All right, so my unofficial scorecard, I have it 116, 112, but I've got a feeling it'll be a lot closer than that. How do you have it there, guys? Put it in the comment section there. I've got it 116, 112 for BETERBIEV, but it could be a round or two closer. It could be 115, 113. Heaven forbid it could be 114, 114. Yeah, great fight, Glenn, it wasn't it? Fight of the year, yep. Great fight. And what's good about it, it's not just two guys just punching the shit out of each other. These are two elite guys just going for it. Fantastic. So 7 rounds to 5 has Glenn. So you can see there, as I said, I've got it 8 rounds to 4, but I definitely think it's going to be a lot closer. Valentina, this is whack. None of my fighters won tonight. Well, I'm the same, Valentina. I had, well, if Bivol wins this, I've missed out on that. I got the Joseph Parker one right. Should have got the, no, I didn't get the Shiraz one right. Got the Ortiz one right, and I've missed all the others. So, yeah, I'm no judge. Yeah, thanks, Andy. That's why I've got it too. Yeah, 116, 112. Bivol for sure this time. Or is it going to be a draw? This is, I don't know, just a 2-round swing, and we've got ourselves a draw. So, Mutsy, you've got it 115, 113. That's cool. Surely DMITRY Bivol's done enough to win this fight. I thought he did enough the first time, but yeah, exchanging right hands there. Look, the thing is, you get the impression after what a great fight this was. If Bivol wins this fight, we are definitely going to a trilogy. No doubt about it. This is what boxing needs. The good old-fashioned trilogies between great fighters. Back in the day, Leonard and Duran. You know, Pacquiao and Marquez and all these great fights. You love it. What do you got it, Trevor? 115, 113. Bivol. Is there anyone out there that thinks BETERBIEV won? Let me know. We've got 40, nearly 45 people watching the stream at the moment. Does anyone think BETERBIEV did enough to win? Because I can't see it. You can see my scorecard there. 116, 112 for Bivol. Again, I'll say that might be a round or so closer. But for me, DMITRY Bivol has won that fight. No problems at all there, Valentina. And all our love to you over there in Mexico at the moment. I think that's where you were, weren't you, in Mexico? Forgive me if I'm wrong. Yeah, Carl, quality boxing. Bivol should get the nod. Who said age was a problem? Yeah, that's for sure, mate. There you go. Scotty had it 6-6. Okay, scored all the close rounds to BETERBIEV. Can't see the BETERBIEV win at all, though. Well, we'll see. Here we go. Chris Mannix had it 115, 113. Here we go. $114 apiece. 116, 112. 115, 113. Yes, DMITRY Bivol has won the undisputed light heavyweight title. Well done, DMITRY Bivol. So the official scorecards, 116, 112, 115, 113 for DMITRY Bivol and 114 apiece. Congratulations, DMITRY Bivol. And guys and girls, Guess what's coming at the end of this year? The trilogy. The last fight. What a fight. I mean, the first fight was great as well for different reasons. This fight was great because it was two great champions, but also in just a tit for tat, back and forth. Fantastic effort from DMITRY BIVOL and ARTUR BETERBIEV, by the way. Great fight and a deserved winner. And yes, this will go to a trilogy. Make no mistake about it. David Benavides, you're going to have to wait, mate. Maybe he'll start calling out Canelo again now and hoping for that fight because he's not going to get these guys next. We're going to a trilogy. It's going to happen. Yeah, I'm with you, Dan. Yep, the right man won. They got it right, says Trevor. Yep. Well done to both guys. What a fight. And you can just see, what would you call it, relief on the face of DMITRY BIVOL. I think it's just redemption for him. I think he thought he won the first fight. I think you'd see the look in his face when the decision was being announced. He wasn't overly confident, even though he thought he'd done enough. I just think it's great that the right man's got the job done, and the look in his face is awesome. Congratulations. To be honest, I think ARTUR might retire, pushing 41. Yeah, I think there might be a little bit of money at stake, though, Glenn. I think the Turkey will want to put up a lot of money for a trilogy fight. He's a big fan of both guys, so interviewing DMITRY BIVOL at the moment. Yeah, I'm with you there, Andy. Respect to both, yep. He's very feel at the moment, is DMITRY BIVOL. Yeah. Yeah, well said. Yeah, good stuff. Isn't this what you want to see, though, guys? You know, I know before the fight was might have been a little bit dull, but I for one am happy to forego all the absolute bullshit we see in the lead up to fights. True, respectful, great fighters who respect each other, respect the sport, respect the fans, and they just leave all the talking for in the ring and they get on there and put a fight on like that. Now, give me this any day over some of the trash that we see gets spoken about, and the way a lot of these fighters act with no class, and they get in there and they don't deliver in the ring anyway. This is what I would love to see. I know I'm a little bit old school, but save all the bullshit in the lead up. I just want to get or see these two guys or these two type of guys get in there and put on the type of fight we saw today, and then be super respectful to each other after the fight. This is how you get a real following from fight fans out there, and more importantly, respect. What do you got there, Andy? In my opinion, both these guys beat David Benavides. I'm with you there, Andy, 100%. But they might have took something out of each other in there. Yeah, that's a good point too. What a war. Yeah. Yep. Well, he's just asked him what he did differently. Yeah, I think he said he didn't really have to do a lot different. Yeah, it's just more, I think, more about work rate. I think I'm sort of getting, I can't hear it properly there, but I think he's more saying it was more about just fighting the same way, but just picking up the work rate. So what's it going to be next, guys? Is it going to be the trilogy? Is it going to be Benavides versus Bivol? Is it going to be Benavides and Opatire? I doubt that's what's going to happen, but Damien, that was a draw. Okay. Oh, sorry, someone ringing me there. I can't talk, sorry. Yeah, it was an awesome fight though, mate. Well, again, did anyone have it any different? One of the judges agreed there, Damien. They had a draw, but look, you can see there I had 8 rounds to 4, but would have had no dramas, 7-5. I can't see it 6-6 if I'm being honest, mate. I just can't see how BETERBIEV won those amount of rounds. I can't. Yeah, such a great fight, though. Yeah, and look, the way both guys embraced after the fight and everything, just fantastic. Well, it was just having a quick listen to what DMITRY, ARTUR at BETERBIEV has to say. Yeah, congratulations. Yep, you expect that. Just asked him what the difference was in between the first fight. All right, guys, keep it nice and positive in the chat there. Look, guys, he's not really saying a lot there, so I think we'll leave it at that. But guys, look out for tomorrow. I won't do it straight after this. I'll do it tomorrow in the walking boxing. I'll do a full review of all the fights and everything. But what a great card. I won't say it probably the main event 100% measured up. But the rest of the card, I won't say maybe was the card maybe we expected it to be. But the main event, which is what it was all about, more than delivered. What a fight it was. And you can see both of them having a bit of a laugh in the ring at the moment, saying we might see you in October or November. So that was a great fight, and a great way to spend a Sunday morning. It's only 11 o'clock. I thought we'd be here till after lunchtime with the amount of fights they had, so it's great that 11 o'clock and we're done. But guys, that is going to do it for today. I hope you enjoyed the main event. I hope you enjoyed the telecast here. Again, it was a last-minute thing to come on. Literally had 10 minutes to get myself organised, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you couldn't watch the fight for any reason, and this helped you out. So, guys, have a great remainder of your weekend, and we'll catch you next time.